How about now? There we go. All right. Hey, everybody. I like to go by I am one crow short, and you'll understand what I mean when I say that here before too long. But I'm just an everyday man down here in the fires of Hades. Damn it, that door coming off. Stirring the coals, keeping this rock spinning. But I got some stories I think I want to tell you. I want to compare some things. We're talking about ultimately all throughout these videos. We're talking about history. I know it's boring, right? But you want to know where we came from, where we're going? You have to know where we came from. But you'd be surprised. It's an old adage that says that history continues to repeat itself, and we're going to cover that. As a matter of fact, I'll do an initial plug here. There's a ebook, um, Two Tickets to the Next Planet, Please, available on Amazon. It's like $4.50. You'll read exactly what I'm saying, and hopefully give me some insights. But you got to ask yourself, the first question is, why should you even listen to me? Who the heck am I? Well, dang good question. I'll tell you who I am. I am an average, everyday, I'm a historian. I've traveled the world. I've watched humanity in all shapes and sizes. I have I'm an amateur anthropologist, and I am a professional observationist. Not a real word, but it should be. Webster, are you listening? Write it down. Observationist. I like to, you've got to see the world. You got to go travel the world. I mean, there's so many people who has not ventured out. You've got to do that. That should be your primary one in life is to go see the world. Get out there. Go. You can go right now. I'll wait. No, just kidding. All right. Now, why should you listen to me? Who the heck? Like I said, back to the question. Who am I? Humanity, in its general sense, has got 5 stages of relationships. It took me a while to come up with the fifth stage, the name of it, because I wanted them all to begin with the letter A. But the first stage is as soon as you see somebody, you got to ask yourself, what do you do? You're looking at me, you're hearing me. How's my voice? Can you understand what I'm saying? How's my hair? Do I got bumper stickers on? Do I got what's my clothes look like? All this is going through your head. You are looking at it and you're going, hey, is this person worth my time? Because your time is important. And all that could happen in a matter of 30 seconds or 2 minutes and 3 minutes. So you got to understand your time. You assess somebody. I'd like to say, I don't judge people, but you do. Everybody does. It's human nature. And you're going to hear me say human nature throughout all these videos that I'm going to be doing. Human nature. As soon as you see somebody, the math is happening in your head. Is it safe? Do I need to cross the street? What's happening? Is it dark out? Is there a dog on the side of the looking at me? Your safety, your mental state, all that is your issue, and you assess that in a matter of a few seconds. Initial, boom, and there's no second chance for that first impression. You've heard that many, many times. If you haven't, there you go. You've heard it. There's no second chance for first impression. What's up, puppy dogs? My dogs are here roaming around. Um, Hounds of hell. That's what you guys are. All right, so here we are. Assessing. Now, this is something you could go back to periodically. Let's say you never see this person again for another 3 months. Three is going to be a continual thing here. 3 months. Bam! You see them again. Well, oh, cool. You're assessing them. And not only that, you're going to compare them to where, if you do remember seeing them before. Were they in the same spot? Were they dressed the same? All this happens in the math instantly. Bam! 30 seconds. It's in the head. Bam! Do I stay on this side of the road? Do I cross the road? That's exactly what happens. It happens in the brain. Boom, assessing. Now you go off and you have the. Now stay with me here on this one here, because the next stage is if you work with somebody, or if you dating somebody, or if you're just friends hanging out with somebody over a period of time. This could be quickly, this could be a long period of time. Depends on how often you hang out with this person. But every so often, you're going to find that, does this person eat with his mouth open? Does she talk to you curling her hair? Always doing this. Is she, does she have bad breath? Does he have bad breath? Is always playing with his ears? Does he always have a story whenever you're telling a story? Is it always have to be one step above yours? If you have an ache and pain, did you really want to hear their aches and pains? Most of the time, we don't. But we can't help but talk about our aches and pains. So, all these little things, do they snore? I'm just throwing out there, but you get the idea. All this stuff is the annoyance stage. There's your A, annoyance. You have annoyance, you're like, oh, okay. Take a deep breath and you plow through whatever it is that you're doing. Even if you're on a date, you're judging, hey, is this to the level of annoyance that I can't date this person no more, or can I move forward? Now, the key to get moving forward is communication. You got to communicate. If you don't communicate, you're going to go into the next stage. If you communicate, you could go into the stage next faster, but you can't move on until you communicate. If all you ever want to be is annoyed with this person, don't communicate and just leave them alone. Walk away. And then every time you see them, you're like, oh, it's this person again. Now, I know we've all been there. We've all done that. Oh, is this person not worth my time, my effort? I would just walk away. It's not my fight. Not the hill I want to die on. Okay, so boom, you move on. But now let's say you valued this person just a little bit. You communicate, and they have a different opinion of theirs. And now their opinion crossed with yours, and you're like, wait a second. Then you're going into the anger stage. You're ready to go to war with this person. Beat the ever living crap out of them. You've seen it in the movies. People coming to fight over whatever. Fighting over a girl, fighting over a horse. Who the heck knows? Okay? You see it. They fight. Bam. Oh, boom. Bam, 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 bam. Blood, guts everywhere. It's a beautiful thing. It scores all the ratings. Gets all the video YouTube time. Or, what's that? TikTok time. And then Facebook posts. There's never a good EMP pulse when you need it. Anyways, you see these fights. They've hit that anger stage. Some went to a place for the purpose of the anger stage. That's something different. We're not going to talk about that just yet, because riots are all the rage. And I think that's one of the chapters in the book. But you have the anger stage. Now, here's where I want to hear some comments. Okay, I want to see some listings here. Tell me if you've ever fought somebody, full-blown fisticuffs or a scream, yell down, yell at, death match of an argument. And then all of a sudden, a week later, you find yourself shooting pool with them or having a drink with them. Bygones are bygones. And you don't even, that fight is ancient history at this point. Confusing, but it is what it is. Okay, this is where you have accepted their faults. Just like I tell people, I've accepted your faults and you can accept that I don't have any faults, and hey, everybody moves forward. But no, that's the acceptance stage. And 98% of the relationships on earth end there. They end there. They have accepted their fault, their relationships, and they're going to grow their relationship at there. Boom, that's the stop. That's the stopping point. It's a beautiful thing. Acceptance is what we all seek. we all want to be, well, humans all want to be accepted. Now, the next stage is, and this is the final one, this is one is the 2%. So I'm playing threes, let's say 3%. The 3% of humanity hits this stage in a relationship. Well, they will lay their life down for that person. Now you got to ask yourself, out of all your relationships, friendships, wives, boyfriends, husbands, maybe you got them both. It's a new era. Are you at that apex level? There's the A. That's the A for apex. So you got assessment, you got annoyance, anger, acceptance, and apex. So you hit that apex level. You are willing to lay your life down for them. You value their life is much more important than yours. You'd be surprised. You got to ask yourself that. Don't have to answer it. That's on you. That's up to you. But you got to ask yourself that question. Now, all throughout history, if you look at movies, there are some, now that I've told you those 5 stages, I want you to watch dang near any John Hughes movie from the 80s. Or more recently, Passengers. 2 people. Know those 5 stages I just told you, and then watch the movie. It's a great movie in itself. Absolutely is. But watch it thinking about those 5 stages. And you'll be like, holy cow, all 5 are there. If you already watched the movie and you're hearing me talk about these 5 stages, you're trying to, don't bother trying to do it in your head. Watch the movie. And then go, holy son of a gun. All right, I want to keep this one short. Like I said, I'm talking about, we've all done this before, but how far back we go. Now, I'm going to talk about ancient times. And when I talk about ancient times, I am not talking about 100 years ago. I'm not talking about 500 years ago, 2,000 years ago. I'm talking about Ice Age and pre-Ice Age. I'm talking about things that's happened, things that are out there, and way humanity goes. Have we all done this before? We've got to be able to open our minds and wrap around. Now, again, our minds, human minds, are fragile. They can only wrap their brain around and understand what they can understand. Very few people can open, go, wow, whoa, wait a second. But it's true. You got to open your brain. You got to think, wait a second. So we're going to talk about humanity, but we're going to take out the humanity part to talk about humanity. Now, all this is going to make sense here down the road. You got to bear with me. Like I said, I want to keep this one short. Hope to see some comments about what you thought of the 5 stages. And is my remotely, hey, do I need to fix my hair or something? Just let me know. All right. I appreciate your time. And remember, drink with an MO.